Gentlemen, presenting Darrelle Revis for enshrinement in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, his mother, Diana Askew.
Oh, man. Oh. I just want to start off by saying, basketball was my first love. I was nice now. So it's kind of surreal that I'm here today being inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. People back at home from Aliquippa know I'm a hooper at heart. Life is shaped by the choices we make, even if one thing we cannot choose shapes us most: where we come from. No one has control over when they're born, what family they're born into, or where they start. But these things have profound impact on every decision we make and who we become. The conditions had to be just right for me to end up here. Every moment, every opportunity, perfectly aligned. I'm from Aliquippa, Pennsylvania. For those of you who never heard of Aliquippa, all you need to know are their three names: Mike Dicker, Tony Dorsett, and Ty Law. My hometown produces legends. Now that you know where I come from, I need to tell you a little bit about who I come from. My Uncle Mark played Division I basketball at Duquesne. I was a ball boy for his team, and I thought to myself that I'll make it to the NBA before he do. I must have been about 7 or 8 years old at the time, and he used to bring me on campus with him. One day we were driving through a neighborhood, a nice neighborhood, and we stopped at the end of a long driveway. I could see a huge house at the end. My uncle asked me, "Would you like to live in a house like that someday?" I said yes. Looking back on that moment now, I realized that was the first time I learned about manifestation and visualization. As kids, we've all imagined ourselves making the clutch play that will our team to victory, but this was different. I was becoming aware of the connection between seeing myself in that house and the intention behind my actions. I've learned early on that if I wanted to be in a house like that, I had to set some goals. Ultimately, goal setting became the core of my preparation and work ethic. If I got my hoop game from my uncle, then you know I got the love of my football game from my Uncle Sean. He played for Pitt and was drafted in the first round. A blueprint I would later follow. Before all of that, I was his finish line. My uncle would run sprints up the hills we lived near, and I would be waiting at the top. He was an example of doing the things necessary to give yourself the chance to be great. I internalized that lesson, and it fueled my insanity. It wasn't enough to win. I needed to dominate. By that time I reached high school, my development as a player progressed to a point where it was time to learn about sports as a business. My Uncle Sean, he would give me challenges. He would give me $100 every pick I made and every touchdown I scored. I may not have realized it at the time, but he was preparing me for what was to come. It wasn't about the money. It was about understanding my value, my worth as a player. So when it was time for me to go to the league, I was prepared. In 2007, I was drafted, 14th overall. That moment was the combination of all lessons I learned and all the work put into the pursuit of perfection. It was an opportunity for me to continue my legacy for my hometown and to forge my own. Now that you know how I started, I'd like to take this opportunity to express my gratitude to some of the people who have supported me on my journey. Now I'd like to start with Rex Ryan. Ahead of the new 2009 season, Rex Ryan called me the best corner in football, and I haven't even met him yet. Needless to say, the expectations were high. After our first meeting, I was convinced I'd play my heart out for him. He was crafting a winning culture and told me that he was confident that I was a guy to set the tone for the rest of the team. Rex, thank you for seeing something special in me and motivating me to live up to that potential. Thank you. When Rex joined the team, he brought over a secondary coach who I became very close with. Dennis Thurman was a perfect fit for my development as a player. I don't know if you recall, but in 2009 ended up in being a historical season for me, and DT was a pivotal role in my success. To help me stay focused, he'd often tell me, get used to fighting boredom, but when the ball is thrown your way, be ready. They will come at you when you at least expect it. His words stuck with me to a point to where if I let up a single catch, I felt like it was a letdown to my teammates. Thank you, DT, for all your valuable advice and helping me achieve greatness. Also, I would like to thank all of my teammates and coaches for making me a better player. I came to work every day with the desire to elevate my game, and you helped me achieve that. It's been an honor to suit up with you every day. I love you guys. I didn't get the chance to play with this guy named Deion Sanders, but he was a prototype for me. What Jordan is to Kobe is prime to Revis Island. You came first, and I wanted to play just like you. You were the roadmap to greatness. Thank you for paving the way. Now, I don't know where my Pop's at. I think I see him there. Thank you, Pops, for teaching me to be disciplined and telling me if I put in the hard work, it'll all pay off. I'm proud of you, and I appreciate you for staying true to who you are. Thank you. To my first coach, my mother, Diana. I remember if I wasn't doing well in the classroom, you would take away the very thing I loved, which was playing ball. At the time, I didn't appreciate you taking ball away, but the lesson was to make sure I had the same type of focus in the classroom as I did with sports. Thank you for always knowing what path I needed to take to make it here to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. To my daughter, Deani, and my son, Jaden, never back down from a challenge. Dare yourself to become great at whatever you choose to do. It's your time. Stay in the moment. I love you. Thank you to the Pro Football Hall of Fame Committee and my dear friend, Gary Myers, for voting me into football heaven. It's been an honor to be here and stand amongst the greats. I also would like to thank the Jets organization for trading up 2007 and giving me the opportunity to play in New York City for the best fans in the world. Man, feels like MetLife Stadium in here. The pressure was intense, but so was the love. And to the Jets fans, for all the boos, cheers when I was drafted 14th overall, to burning my jersey when I signed with the Patriots, to now being here in Canton. There they go, see? I guess it's safe to say we've been through a lot together. You expected great things out of me. In every single game, I accepted the challenge. Thank you for believing in me and supporting me every step of the way. You will always have a place to stay on Revis Island. I'll leave you with one last story. I used to train in Phoenix, Arizona, and on Sundays we would climb Camelback Mountain. And most of you don't know, Camelback Mountain is very dangerous. People die all the time and pass away. And you know, I think that was when my insanity kicked in for me to go beyond my limits and do something different for myself as a player at the time. When you're at the bottom, Camelback Mountain, it's just you and two voices. The doubt is telling you, damn, this shit's high. I don't know about this. And the believer saying, I will not be stopped from reaching my goal at the top. The competition will always be you versus you. If you stay focused and fall in love with the process, you will always come out on top. Peace and love, everyone. Thank you. God bless.